What's good? The music in the background of this restaurant is crazy loud, and it's like lo-fi. So it's supposed to be chill, but it's being blasted as if it's a club, which is so funny. I'm at a restaurant. I had pink lemonade. Anyways, it is week 6. I've been trying to do week 5 again and again, but I think week 5 is a little bit stale for me now. So let's just continue on with week 6. Week 6 is recovering a sense of abundance. Money, baby. I've been thinking about how I tend to want to lean on something which I know could be objectively good. Like, I'm here in India because I want to learn from my guru. But there's never a point of finality in learning. Like, you continue learning forever. So I have not given myself as much permission to be like, okay, now I know enough, and now I deserve to create. So a lot of my time in the past has been spent like trying to memorize these voice notes and these things that my guru taught me, and just like completely copy paste it into my brain. And because in my head I'm like, this is a standard of excellence and I must meet it, because if I need to succeed as an artist, I need to be excellent. But that doesn't leave any room for creativity or even much originality. And then now I'm feeling the after effects of it, where I have become dependent on my guru, where like 2 months go without class and I'm like, I feel like I forget how to sing. I'm like, I just feel lost. Like, I'm not able to keep up that rigor because I don't have that deadline or something to look forward to. Like, I need to learn this so that I can show off during class, so that, not show off, but like learn everything that I'm supposed to have during class. And when I don't have class, I'm not practicing that rigorously. I don't have a deadline, and I lose an edge. And I think that's, today I'm learning, a sign of dependence, which I cannot have, because it's a careful balance. As much as I want to be a student for the rest of my life, I cannot be dependent for the rest of my life. So a big part of being an artist is figuring it out and like being independent in your learning, in your journey, in your singular confidence, in your vision. And so I am, in a way, if I put a positive spin on it, I'm trying to learn how to do that from now onwards, which is nice, I guess. It's the opportunity to do that. You know how they say, like, oh, you want to be brave? What's life gonna give you? Opportunities to be brave. So I guess wanting to be disciplined, wanting to be focused, I have plenty of opportunities to do that. And something that's been working for me now is waking up hella early, like 4 a.m. Because I used to do this a lot during school, but it's like before I have any time to object or distract myself in my thoughts and be like, I think I need to know what this actress from this film is up to. I think I need to study the whole life of that model girl from the movie Queen that I just watched. You know? No, you don't. That can wait. It feels a little silly doing this right now because I'm like fully at a public restaurant. I'm just talking to my phone. But it's really necessary to have conversations with yourself and to continue journaling. Because if I'm being so for real, I have not journaled every day, because what happens when you journal is like all of your small little annoying grievances and distractions and excuses and complaints come up to the surface. And she tells us to do it in the book first thing in the morning, probably so that we could do that thing where she said, like, right before sleeping, you say all of the things, like you ask all your questions, and then like the next morning you try to answer them, or you see at least what signs get revealed or what your intuition starts whispering to you while you're doing your journal. And you are going to inevitably complain about, like, you know, your bowel movements or something silly, like, but the point is to continue on regardless. And it is a long-term game, because I think that in the short term I find myself being like, what's the point of this? Like, I want to just go. I want to be a robot. I want to have this schedule of 8 hours, 10 hours, 16 hours, writing, making beats, recording, riyaz, learning. But at the same time, my favorite artists are not robots. Like, Kendrick is funny. J. Cole has a sense of humor. Rosalia loves doing different things, like, I don't know, riding, like, boats, I guess, going on boats. I don't know, like, having fun, pretty much, you know? Like, a big part of their artistry is not only their commitment of excellence in their craft, but, like, their personality and their view on things, and their humor and their joy and their playfulness. Like, all of that makes them a great artist too. So for me to be like, I must, if I didn't rehearse 16 hours a day, if I didn't do this for 16 hours a day, like, I'm not gonna make it, it's all gonna go to trash. Like, that's not true, you know? You must have room for your personality to come to. And I'm fun, goddammit. I'm a charismatic, funny ass, playful and a joyful person to be around. So I must stop trying to be someone that I'm not, although maybe it's the need of the hour. Because here's the thing, we don't have any control about the results. We don't have any control about success or money or health insurance or financial stability or any of that. All we have control over is how hard we work. But maybe what I'm trying to do is strike this balance between, working hard but not working hard in the worst way possible, which is because you're so scared and you're just trying to do everything but the most important thing, and you're trying to play it safe. And it's like every time you see an artist and they come out with their second album, and maybe they turn that album around in like 6 months, maybe it has the best features on it, but so they could be hardworking, but that doesn't mean it's gonna resonate. Oftentimes we find the first album of our favorite artist is the best because they have so much, not only material to draw from, but, like, I guess it's less like a machine. They're not in the machine yet, you know? So, anywho, like, I'm still creating these vlogs because I think that if I were to see somebody doing this, like, the same way that it inspired me so much, honestly, when Doechii did it, but also, like, I did it before Doechii did this Artist Way book, and it helped me a lot. And, like, low-key, I wish I had documented that. Like, if I had, I would have been able to go back and watch my own thought process, which was so beautiful, the unfolding of my artistry and my confidence in myself. So it's just a matter of having faith, because when you're going to be doing this whole thing, it's like half the time you're going to feel like you're wasting time, and you're going to feel like there's no point, and what the hell is an artist date, and why do I have to do all of that? But similar with journaling, it's like you journal, and maybe it really does, like, fill up your brain with all the stuff you're trying to forget about, and it all comes up to the surface, and it actually distracts you, and it makes you unable to focus like a machine for the rest of the day. But then at some point, what happens is, like, for me, you have like a month of that. You have like a month of, like, airing out the tiniest of grievances, and then you kind of are forced to make the action that you need to make, you know? Like, as opposed to not journaling, maybe short term you can just avoid this stuff that you're trying to not let come to the surface, and you're able to just operate a little bit more efficiently because you're not thinking about those things that are distracting. But in the long term, like, you may lose sight of your own self or your goals and start doing the worst thing that we all do, and that artists should never do, and do and that everybody but everybody does, which is having somebody else's voice be your voice. You must retain your voice. You must have confidence in who you are, what you think, what you like, what you don't like. And all of that comes up through journaling, because you're just talking to yourself and learning. It's like a date with yourself, you know? So when we don't do that, we will lose sight of ourselves, because especially now you have kids, now you have a family, now you have a boss, now you have all these other like players in your life, you know. So to journal is a must. It's just like honestly doing it and like getting, I guess like maybe I won't do it first thing in the morning. Maybe I'll do my diyas so that I can get to my deep state of work focus state, and then finally do it maybe like before lunch or something. But it has to be done, that's for sure, because I feel it bubbling up at the surface. Like today I learned a lot of revelations from a particular person about something that has been on my mind for a while, and it was a really like great conversation, pretty healing. But I needed to process it, because I was like, I need to understand like what do I think about this, like what is the conclusion, like what's the next step now that I know all of this information. So I came to this cafe to journal, but like there was so much stuff, and I even was not able to get that deep into my flow. Like I was just writing about how the way that the waiter walks is pretty cool to me or something like that. So I wasn't even able to process, and I need to be able to go deep quicker. So anyways, I'm not going to be missing journaling now. It's really important, and I know it, and I trust my plan, and I trust my intuition that I have for this India trip. I believe in the beauty of my dreams, and I follow them. No, but I do. That's what I'm doing. What the hell do you think I'm doing? Talk to my phone in a restaurant with loud lo-fi music. It's great though. I love lo-fi. Alright guys, TTYL, BRB, and ILY.